What's going on, guys, and welcome back. The start of spooky season starts now, and Agent Venom is the season pass card, and he may not be for everybody, but he does have an ability to give firepower to a bunch of cards and decks within the game. But doesn't matter when you've got memes, set it and forget it hella literally being played 4, 5, freaking 6x the other decks at every single rank. Will this card have any room to stand? Now, Flash, Eugene Thompson, the bully some of you guys know from this infamous scene. He's Agent Venom, which I'm guessing took some of you non-comic book fans by surprise. But this guy's story is insane and actually leads to one of the coolest anti-heroes in all of Spider-Man's stories. And you guys are in luck because in 8 sweet and short minutes, I cover the entire history of the character over on my other channel, CozyTV, and all the feedback I've been getting has been freaking awesome. I really appreciate you guys for checking it out and subscribing. Also, I asked you guys what major character I should go ahead and make an entire story about next, and it's clear Venom was the obvious choice. I'll be covering him up in the coming days. But let's go and talk about Agent Venom in Marvel Snap. He's a 2-cost, 4-power card with an on-reveal ability of setting all the cards in your deck to 4 power. So for the first time, we have a card kind of adjacent to Bass. Bass hits the hand. Agent Venom hits the deck. But with all the cards, the synergy, and the decks out there, is he too niche? Is he just coming at a bad time? These are my thoughts on Agent Venom. Now, let's start in the competitive factor. And again, I'm going to try to ignore Hela being everywhere. I think the devs will eventually adjust the card. And so, as a wide net, where do I think he's going to land in the meta? I just think it's a card people aren't going to play a super ton of, but he will have competitive decks that do work against a lot of matchups. I'm hesitant to give him anything over a 3-star because we truly just won't know until some of this meta settles down. But we have enough synergy to enough great cards that I do see him being somewhat of a good and non-replaceable cards in the decks he belongs in. Now, the fun factor, it kind of depends how you look at it. He's not, a knight at Chuck E. Cheese, but he's fun. He does bring the power to abilities like Iron Man and or the Athena deck, Zoo, and whatnot. And so, I'll give him about 2.5 star here for fun. Flexibility is a tough one. I don't think he's all that much flexible. He does work with more cards than you would think, but it's less than 50% of the game. I'm going to give him about a 2.5 stars in terms of flexibility. And then finally, let's talk stability. Do I think he'll be adjusted? And he's a season pass card. And if he does fall flat, we have seen time and time again that they will adjust the card. And so stability-wise, I'm also going to give him like a 2.5. I think they will adjust him. They certainly are going to make him worse. And so that's definitely nice. They probably want to keep 2-4 as the 4 flavor because of Cerebro and whatnot. So I don't know how they would adjust him, but rest assured they will if he does fall flat. Now, before I give my final impressions of the card and my final evaluation if you should get him, let's talk about the synergies that he's with, the cards and the decks, because this is going to help you decide if you even play these cards that he works best with. So first of all, I got this graphic up on screen as the biggest hitters. These are cards I just love with Agent Venom if they're in your deck. Obviously, Iron Man is freaking fantastic. The Hood has extreme value. Brood, Mysterio, both of these are big bang and power explosions. You've got obviously Deadpool with a little bit of Destroy and Wolverine and X-23 with Noel and Arnim Zola. Of course, the Bishop, Kitty Pryde, and Athena package works as well. You have Dagger and the Move Friends, Patriot, and Mystique, and then lastly, Cerebro. So if you like these kind of small power decks that have great abilities, then I think this is going to be a card for you. It's not as simple as playing a big Shuri card and then task-mastering it. There is some complexity here, and so keep that in mind. If that's not your playstyle, it may be best to skip the card. Obviously, Destroy and then Surfer and Zoo, you've got a lot of decks that do work with them, and you can always do Luke Cage, Shadow King to reset back to the base stats. But today, I decided to go back to one of my old favorites, and I think is a perfect spot for Agent Venom, getting the best of both worlds. All right, guys, let's go and talk about today's deck, and it is Symbiote Soldier, a deck I cooked up based off the old Iron Patriot deck. And great news here is we have a lot of flexible cards, and this deck screams perfection with Agent Venom. So right off the bat, you guys can tell we have both Bast and Agent Venom together. We can use Bast to get all the cards in our hand at good power. We can use Agent Venom, obviously, for the deck. And every single card outside of Ultron is fine with the power boost. Now, a couple notes about the deck before we jump into the strategy of it is, you can tell right away is if we don't get Agent Venom on curve, you're going to be just fine. This deck plays out really well regardless, but we've got the clear-cut old days of Patriot and Mystique. You have up to 5 cards that benefit massively off Patriot. Now, Wasp obviously is huge, getting either Bast or Agent Venom, having a free cost card that can boost up by Patriot and Mystique, or be played with Ultron or Iron Man is just huge value overall. We got our secret weapon in Mysterio. That's our mini Doctor Doom. If we play Bast, we have 3 power across 3 lanes, or Agent Venom, we have 4 power across 3 lanes. And that's not even including the Patriot and Mystique bonus. And pretty much no matter where you cut it, we can go both vertical and horizontal in terms of power. So let's talk about the turn by turn. So the way this looks out is on turn 1, guys, most of the time, you're going to be taking things slow. If you have Bast and you have cards that want Bast, which is pretty much everything, you usually want to go ahead and get that done. Bast is almost always your first play if you could do so. You're going to be holding on to Wasp mostly throughout the entire game. You know, kind of a secret card, secret weapon as well that we'll play later on. If the only play you have is Hood, you can think about doing it just depending on what you do have in your hand. Now, going into turn 2, we don't want to play Mysterio unless we absolutely have to. Agent Venom is always going to be the play here. And Mysterio is just a good card to play later with this deck to kind of set up the board and keep some of our stuff a surprise. Now, going into turn 3 here, we've got a couple of different options depending on what Agent Venom hit or if you use Bast already. But for the most part, you want to play Bishop down, especially if you do have Mysterio or if you just have Bishop and Mysterio remains in the deck. If not Bishop, it's always Patriot for sure. Just a good play on turn 3. And as last resort, I typically go with Brood. I typically play Brood in the lane that my opponent's trying to win, and then you can cap that off with either Bishop or Iron Man. But just keep in mind in general here, guys, Mysterio is a big play at the end. Ultron is a big finisher. So you do want to leave some room available and have an idea of which way you're going to go midway through the battle. Now, turn 4, a lot of different options here. You can combine cards. You can go with Mysterio in 1 cost. You can play Mystique after the Patriot. Really, this turn's all about setting up the end game. You want to know exactly what you're doing on turn 5 and 6 by turn 4. And for the most part, on turn 5, you're looking to play something of Iron Man or Blue Marvel, depending on what got hit and if you're going to go wide or tall. But what's great is if you get Agent Venom late, you can play him alongside a 3 cost. If you played, you know, Patriot down on turn 4 with the Hood or something, you can play Mystique now and then Mysterio. You can go with Bishop and Mysterio for a big power boost. Or again, go with the 5 cost card. No matter what, though, make sure you play one of the ongoing cards last, because going into turn 6, you typically want to finish off with Mystique and or Patriot. Mystique with Brood, or obviously Ultron. For the most part, this deck is pretty straightforward. I will say there's kind of micro and macro decisions you do have to get used to making, such as holding on to the Demon, when to play that as a surprise, when to play the Wasp, how to play Mysterio, and where to spread out your power. So, you know, give it a few games to get the hang of it, but this deck really benefits off everything Agent Venom is trying to do and Bast. And the best part is we do have flexible options here. You don't have to play Bishop. You don't have to play Bast. Even Brood is cuttable, and you can put things in like Dazzler. Always great to have her in the deck. Pixie is actually fantastic to get some of these cards at the higher cost lower and have a bit more momentum into the late games. I loved Pixie in the deck. Mr. Sinister is just a clear-cut good card with Agent Venom and a little bit with Bast. You will have to watch out for locations, but definitely not a bad card. And then, of course, you could go with like Doctor Doom, even Supergiant if you want to go the old route. You guys can check out my Patriot decks of old to see what I used to do with Super Patriot. Just a deck I've been waiting to get my hands back on and play it in somewhat of a competitive fashion. So I'm excited for Agent Venom to give it the boost it needed. All right, so that's everything you need to know. It's tough for me not to play Scream today, but I had to bring you guys some Agent Venom gameplay because we got the lore video on the second channel. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in today's deck. Okay, so we have Fisk Tower, our opening hand. Not the best, but let's go ahead and carry on. Hopefully we get Agent Venom here. Ask and you shall receive, and some pretty good cards left in the deck. Let's go ahead and play him down dead middle. For what it's worth, this guy's got really good animations. And if I sound sick, it's because I am. If you guys didn't hear the Snapchat, I've been in the hospital with the sun and got whatever is going around. So, but we can't miss, man. It's opening season. We got to be here. We got 2 new cards to cover. Okay, Agent Venom. Insane animation. Okay. Hood is just absolute banger value. Let's go Hood. Right side. We'll play one of these guys. I'm trying to determine if I want to grab Jin now. Yeah, we'll go and get the Jin down now. And then do nothing else for now. We're going to be kind of close on hand size, but we should be fine. Okay. What is World Forge going to change? Probably Nord Dimension, yeah? Which we kind of need it to. I don't want to deal with more cards in the hand. We need to draw the Force. Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. What are the odds of that? 2 out of all the locations. That's insane. We place one of the other locations each turn. Yeah, that's insane that just happened. So we can get Iron Man down and then go the Mystique route. We could go with Bishop now as well. I don't hate going Bishop into Mysterio. We're a little tight on space. A little tight, but it's definitely not horrible. It's just the Grand Central stations here are going to mess up a lot, to be honest. I think this is what we're going to go with here, though. Okay. So this should change. That's fine. And Ultron. We don't really need Ultron at this point. If he goes mid, it's a disaster. So we probably... Should we just get rid of the possibility of that happening? Or... Yeah, probably... Like, we just don't want the free card. Is that what we do here? I think that's fine. Oh, they're going to snap. Okay. That doesn't change much. Let's go with this here. We want to build up... We want to build things up here. So if we go with these two, we have 2 room to go. We can play the Mystique down, the Demon, even potentially the Blue Marvel. So just want to make sure I got that order right. Honestly, I think we're going to snap. I do. I think we're going to snap. I don't, unless, I mean, he might have a Killmonger or something, but I don't think he does. That's amazing. That's incredible. All right, he kills the Wasp. That's okay. He tried to do the Viper play. We built around it anyway, so we're looking really good. He's probably going to retreat now because we have a lot of ways we can go. Cool. We'll throw up the Iron Man now. We have 5 energy to go. Don't even need all 5. This will double that power and get it to 24. And then we play this down, right? So this goes to 24, and we build up that twice. We'll throw this down. Yeah, dude, this is a game, set, match, right? He can move the Jeff. I guess let me do a little bit of making sure here. Do we double? Hold up. Hold the phone. Do we double here instead? That would only take it to 10. Maybe we go with Blue Marvel twice to be safe. I think that might be the play, right? Because we double up in here. He's not expecting that. We have to kind of prep wide because he has his Captain Marvel and he can move the Jeff. So we have to prep more wide than anything else. So I actually don't think the double Iron Man does all that much for us. And we're playing a lot of cards down still. We're not going to play the Demon. I think we go double wide here. Yeah, I think this is going to be the play line. Yeah, he dumps all the cards in the world there. This could have a cannonball. I think it's the only thing I'm worried about. But look at that power, huh? Okay, he resets that. The Demon's not going to be enough. Yeah, the double spread here was massive. I feel like this deck has a lot of different play lines that we can mess around with, which is really cool. And didn't need the Ultron, didn't need Patriot Mystique, and we've got just a bunch of spread power. Bishop up to 14 is absolutely crazy. And we get a dubs there with the Agent Venom on our first try. We'd love to see it. All right, Ed Murphs, we have Elysium, which gives us a turn freaking 1 Agent Venom. What nonsense is this? We already have the Ultron in hand, too, so it couldn't be better. Iron Man not going to get it, but that's fine. The Volt, awesome. We can Ultron into that. We do have Bishop now, too. Bishop mid. Wow, the next card we play adds to... Ooh, okay. I mean, everything's 4, right? So we might as well just get Patriot down. There's nothing that we can get well above that. And then the next thing we draw is an 8. And if it's Mysterio, I mean, good God. Yo! Airship Gamer going off. Ooh, a 0-8 hood? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go Hood here, Iron Man here. Elysium and Airship together is a tad frightening. We got the Wasp too. We don't want to play Ultron. That's a definite no. We'll go Demon. and chill.
We are the future.
Yo, a 26? What? What? Okay. I actually think we're okay. I think we can beat this guy. So we're going to go with this. Unless he has Cosmo, I think we win. But he probably has Cosmo. Just knowing this guy, or Rogue, or Enchantress, or a billion of the other garbage stuff. But with the Wasp, too? Yo, what? Look at what this guy played down. What a weird Airsham game with Elysium to boot. But we still did okay. 27, 28, 36. Man, talk about going wide. Craziness. Victory. This dude played a 26 Magneto on me. A 26. Alrighty, guys. We have Mystique, Patriot, Mysterio, and Wasp. With, Quantum Tunnel. We need to draw the Ultron for us to feel good about that. I mean, what are the odds that we actually get Ultron? Let's throw in Mysterio now. I kind of need to keep it. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, it wasn't Ultron, so we'll take it. Agent Venom. And then Machine World. Okay, let's go. Let's give this guy Patriot. He's snapping now. That's okay. The Hood's -4. Woof. Do we risk it, guys? Absolutely.
I am Iron Man.
That's insane what just happened. All right, anybody but here. It might be Bass, which is kind of bad too, but yeah, we'll take it. So we did get the Ultron. I think, guys, we go with Patriot over here, and then we're gonna go like Blue Marvel, Demon, and Wasp. I think it's gonna be the ultimate play. And by ultimate, I mean it's gonna be a play. This guy has the most cracked deck for Quantum Tunnel. Like, you can't make it up. Okay. So if we go this, which doesn't win, obviously. What does this look like? There's a world. There is a world, guys, that we can win this. This demon's going to be massive. He doesn't expect right side. That has an Iron Man. Hold on. Kind of bad. Kind of on the bad side. Yo, we won. Get the hell out of here, baby. Let's go. Huge demon. The Wasp. You can't make it up. Quantum Tunnel with this guy's luck and deck was out of this world, and we still managed to keep it together. Shout out to Agent Venom for really not a lot, but we pulled it off. Mr. Sinister, but he doesn't have a Sinister avatar. He's going with the Spotlight X23. Missed opportunity. All right, Hood, this is one of those times where it's like, do we play the Hood now? We could wait to get Bast. Honestly, with the way things are looking out, I think we can play Hood, but we're going to wait. And that's why we wait. That's awesome. All right, Agent Venom now. We're going to go with probably Hood, obviously, on Lake Hellas, but let's see what we got. He goes Forge. And there's Wasp. The 04 Wasp is insane. You'd love to see it. All right, so Brood, Hood, Patriot. What do we want to go with? We'll go Patriot now, although it does give away a little bit of our secrets, so it couldn't be bad to go Bishop. We're going into turn 4. You know what? Let's get Bishop down now. This is okay. Okay, Brood. We might have another Surfer player. There is Blue Marvel. Like, this is an auto win if we do get Ultron. Let's get this out here, this out in the middle, and figure it out from there. Oop, although, hold the phone. Let's go Hood first, then Patriot, just in case we get Mystique. Ultron is just like the biggest win here if we can manage to snag it. We can go Blue Marvel here. This lane is kind of lost. There is chance. We're going to go Blue Marvel right side because we have Wasp, Demon, Bass, all these 1 costs. Yeah, okay. He's going to go first, which is the good news because he can kill Monger. But let's just see what we need to do. Mysterio's 4 across the board. Oh, man, this is a wild finish here. Okay, so let's go. This is 4 no matter what. It'd be 6 there. So we'll go with this here. This, right? I think he's going to win. I think he's got enough in the tank to just destroy us. I mean, he's definitely going to be able to... I'm worried about this right side. I don't know if we have enough firepower. This is probably going to be like Surfer and Absorbing Man together. We're going to give it a shot. I'm like 99% sure we're going to lose. Want to see it play out. Red Guardian kills the Blarvel. That's a pretty big deal. Copycat, who do you get? Oh my god, Iron Man? Yo. God, I hate Copycat. And the Blarvel hurt us too, because I think we had a shot. Oh my god, Copycat. Be good to us. All right, let's add. If I add +4 and we would have won with the Blarvel, I'm going to be extra sad. Yeah, there it is. We would have. We would have. Oh, it hurts. We would have been at 25 with Blue Marvel, which would have gotten us the win. So, I mean, talk about the perfect hand. Nah, can't even be mad at it, right, guys? It's a video game. Don't get mad at stuff. But, I mean, let's just think about this. He had 3 3-cost cards. He played my freaking Iron Man. That's a 3-9. Let's just look at that. That's a 3-9 right there. He had the Red Guardian to shut down my Blue Marvel. And then he had the Surfer to boost this lane up just enough to win. Like, hats off, bro. All right, we both skip turn 1. We go to turn 2. Ooh, Subterranea is both awful, but you got to make lemonade out of little lemons. We got Agent Venom to do so. We'll have 1/4 rocks that also we can use Patriot. Wait a second. We love this. Oh, wait, hold on. Bifrost, that's awful. I was going to say if this guy's playing a move deck, we'd be in trouble a little bit here with Bifrost, but we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. All right. Hopefully he gets, you know, the Subterranea stuff. So this is just 4 across the board. That's really good. We could play Patriot now. Brood on Stark Tower is not bad either. I think we'll just go Patriot now. I mean, we're going to have to put up with a lot of power here. Who are we kidding? Okay, there's the 1/4. That's awesome. Do we do that now? I mean, I kind of want to. I'm not going to lie. We could play this down now. Do we go Mysterio? We could do that. This is on 5. I suppose Mysterio's not horrible. And then we maybe put the Rock over here. But then that would fill that up. So no, we'll do this. This is going to be an interesting finish. Okay, maybe this is Tribunal. If it is, we're going to have to go Iron Man or something in a lane, but... I mean, this guy getting Bifrost it could not be better for him. We just have to hope that Subterranea helps us out. Okay. There it is. There's Iron Man. That's huge. Okay, so we can do... I'm thinking we go with Iron Man here, but we would fill that out. So instead, do we want to go Iron Man here to ensure we win that lane? This is a little bit of a tough decision. I think we go with this. The Wasp right side is pretty good too, but we can do that later. I mean, it depends on a lot. We're going to see how this guy's finishing this out. If this is Madam Web, then we're okay with that. He goes Iron Man. Okay, so this is Tribunal, yeah?
Systems go.
Okay, hold on. Can we get this done? And we get it done. It's going to be super close when he spreads it out. I don't think we can. I don't, but we're going to see. Oh my god, we got it. Let's go. It was going to be close. We would have had 1, 2, 3 on this. This would have stayed at 6, so we would have gotten this up. If it wasn't Tribunal, I think we could have just won by playing it to the left and maybe going Brood. We would have to think about what we're going to do there, but either way, even with Bifrost, we held our own. Patriot, Brood, Iron Man, Ultron in the starting hand. The next card you play forces someone to play. Okay, honestly, hey, this is awesome. Let's... I kind of want to snap because he's going to pull... Anything this guy pulls is good. We're both doing nothing till turn 3. What a way to start the match here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's just go Patriot crazy.
There's no strings on me.
Not what some would call ideal. We'll hit him with the Patriot now. The only hope is that this is a hella deck and we're about to auto-lab it and Grand Central messes it up. Dude, I can't believe I just did that. I can't process what just happened to me.
Taking aim.
Yo, what is this guy playing? Cerebro 3 with Kang? Are you actually joking? Okay. I think we can maybe win. Cloning Vats makes this very hard, though. The only saving grace is that we're going to pull something down here. We hope it messes up his flow. It's Shang-Chi. That's fine. I mean,
Taking aim.
it's all good. And then he's got the Cerebros that he's just going to keep doing. Okay. The big question is, okay, we definitely go Iron Man now. And then do we finish with the Blarvel and he's just not expecting it? That's the hope. I think we can maybe win.
I am Iron Man.
Did he actually just F that up royally? What's happening, dude? But then there's an Agent Venom. What is this cook? Claw. Uh-oh. I couldn't be stupid. This is a C4, obviously, with these. I don't know why. I was looking at this. I was looking at the old Hawkeye. I don't know. Ignore everything I've said. I'm sleepless, okay? Absolutely sleepless. Okay, all those are going to be 8 apiece. Dude, I think we just won this. A-okay. The Wasp is going to make it a little difficult, but 24. Yeah. Nothing like a turn. Was it turn 2 Ultron? Turn 3 Ultron? I think it was a turn 3 Ultron, and we won.